Hello, everybody. It's Crafty Rhea. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I hope we have sound now. Someone please say, yes, we have sound. I don't know what happened to the sound loop that plays with my introduction video. It's on a separate thing. Okay, you do have sound now. Excellent. All right. Good. Anyway, the introduction video is on a separate scene in OBS, and for some reason the sound file is not working, and I'll deal with that some other time. It's not that important right now. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. I have some fun New Year announcements to make. Of course, apparently Jonah has some announcements to make too. If you understand dog bark, you can just listen to his announcements. And we're of course going to do a Mad Lib. And Christine found one of the announcements already. All right, there we go. So we're going to do a Mad Lib. So if someone wants to volunteer to be my word picker, I would greatly appreciate it. Just type volunteer in the chat, and you'll get to be our wonderful volunteer. One more in this Christmas book, although it's not Christmas. The Mad Lib is not about Christmas, but it's in this book. And so we'll go from there. And we'll get started on the Mad Lib. I have a few cards to make, and I have some mail to open. So welcome in. We have Christine, my awesome moderator, and my channel member, Agnes, another one of my awesome channel members. You can see that they have a flower after their name. And then we also have Destaloo, Barb, and Elka. Welcome in. And Angela, welcome in. I'm waiting to see Angela type volunteer, but we'll see if she does, or if someone else wants to volunteer. Anybody is welcome to volunteer. Okay, Angela, I didn't get it. I looked through my stuff twice and I did not see it, so that explains it, and that's okay. I'm good with that. Okay, so for the channel members, there are 3 tiers of channel membership now. And all 3 tiers of channel membership, you get that neat flower after your name. It starts as a seed, grows to a sproutling, I don't know what they call it. And then it grows into a sunflower and eventually a rainbow sunflower. And everybody gets that. And I changed up the emotes in there. Christine has the dog waving seedling. Yeah, there you go. Seedling. That is actually Jonah, a friend of mine, Paisley Print, Frank Lee's wife, made me a bunch of emotes, and the dog is Jonah and the bird is Crichton. I sent her pictures of Jonah and Crichton, and she made the emotes for them, and I added them to YouTube. There we go. So we have Jonah, 2 of Jonah waving, and Jonah with the heart. We have the flower, which she made, and also she used my Crafty Rhea logo to make that emote as well. Of course, we have Crichton talking, and the peacock. We've had the peacock. I had that for a long time. I had to keep that in there. As I get more channel members, YouTube will allow me to add more emotes. So that's all the slots I have for emotes at this time, but I have some good ones to add. And I'll go ahead and call for the first word. Sorry, didn't mean to bump the mic. And we will get this going. We need a lot of things in here. Let's see, what will we start with? How about a city? And let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. I need 5 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. So you guys put 5 cities in the chat. And Angela, who is our awesome volunteer, thank you, Angela, will pick 5 of the cities. Angela is awesome and volunteers a lot. So the channel member, there are 3 tiers. Like I said, the first tier is just the regular one. You get the emotes. It helps to support my channel. You get your name in green. Unless you're a moderator, then your name's in blue, like Christine. Kind of get some priority. I can notice your chat a little easier because you stand out. Then the second 2, the middle one is I send you a handmade card every month. I will not sign the card. I'll put a sticky note in there or another note. That way you can reuse the card. And then the third one, I'll send you a card with a little gift inside, a little bookmark or stickers or something like that. Some Crafteria swag, something like that you'll get each time with it. So that is the new channel member things. Of course, we have today's New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all had a great 2023 and we will have a better 2024. Put in the chat some things that you plan to accomplish for 2024. Also, put in 5 different cities. All right. That is it for my announcements. I do have some mail to open. I did get this handmade Christmas card from Jennifer. Her name is Jennifer Ingle, so we call her Jingle. She goes by Just Jingle. I've known her for years in the crafting world, been in many craft groups with her. So she made this cute Grinch card, and it says Happy Christmas. And it is very 3D. You can see that it is up on some foam tape. Really, really cute. Thank you, Jingle, if you happen to be watching this. Then I have more mail. Here's beautiful handmade card. And this is from Denise. And she used some glitter paper like I love to do. This gold is really pretty. I don't know where she got that from, but it is super pretty. And she even put it on the inside with best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And a nice strip of gold down the edge. I like that for the inside. And she sent me a nice little note. She said I could read it on stream. She said, first, let me start by saying I have not missed a Monday Night Live. I have watched the repeat of the ones I missed live. So Denise, if you're watching, thank you for the card. And I know you'll be watching because you said you haven't missed one. You have taught me so much. I appreciate you. I mentioned to you a few months back on a live and chat that I was going through chemo for breast cancer. She has completed chemo, radiation, and have had surgery, and she is cancer-free. So you go, Denise. And she said it's okay if I read that on live. Excellent, Denise. Awesome. And then now that all is over, I'm slowly getting back to myself. I hope to be watching you live on next Monday. Wishing you, Todd, and the extended family a very Merry Christmas. Thank you, Denise. And I'm sure the entire chat sends you good wishes, happy thoughts, and all of those great things. Then I received this card. This is from Sherry. She was in the Christmas card exchange. Hope you have an amazing holiday season. Thank you for organizing a card exchange. Look at this. It is, I think, is this house mouse? I think that is a house mouse stamp. Really pretty snowflake there. I really like that. It reminds me of House Mouse. And then this is embossed purple paper. I like the colors, kind of non-traditional Christmas colors. Really cool. Like that. She has her stamp on the back. I like it a lot. Then I have a random act of kindness, a rack from Remy. She sent some goodies to use for card making. We have some stickers. These are upside down. We have a ho ho ho, a gift tag. And that, more stickers, a bookmark. I love this bookmark. This card, Let It Snow. You know, I have a card that looks almost like that. Let me put that to the side. I'll try to use some of these in crafting today. And another bookmark. This says Mistletoe Kisses down at the bottom. So maybe I'll use some of these. I'll just put that in there. Remind me when we get to it. There you are, Denise. Thank you for the card. All right. And that is all of the current mail. I have some older mail. I was going through some of the things on in my craft room, and I came across this set. We have this paper and these really pretty Christmas things. It came with this, so these kind of all coordinate, so maybe we'll make a card with this. I have to do a card with Card Sketch 21 because I am in a swap for that, so one of our creations will be this card sketch. Also, I want to make a different kind of a shaker card. All right, Angela, if you could pick me 5, we have a lot of cities in the chat. Good job, you guys. If you could randomly pick me 5 of those, add in some of your own. That's the key as a volunteer. You get to choose what goes in, and you could veto those and pick your own. Well, maybe not veto all of them. We will have a riot in chat if you do that. No riots allowed. All right, let me see. My chair is squeaky. Pardon the squeaks of my chair. There was something else I was going to say. What else was I going to tell you guys? We have the channel members, the emotes. Oh, in the Facebook group, I started a photo album with birthdays. There is a picture for every month of the year. So you click on the picture that your birthday is in, and in the comments, you put the date, the 21st or whatever. Like me, I would click November, and then I would type in 20, and I would put my name and address. You don't have to put your address. If you don't want to get any cards, you could just put your birthday, and we'll wish you a happy birthday. But if you would like to receive cards on your birthday, put your name and address, and members will send you cards. Just randomly. If you do participate and you'd like to receive cards, you can send out some cards as well. And that way everybody gets a bunch. Okay, we have 4 cities. Carthage. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Oh, now, see, this is going to be hard. Carthage. Let me know if I'm saying them wrong, and I will try to write them in here the correct way. A welcome in, Connie, if I didn't say hi, and Happy New Year. Cayenne, I don't know. All right, it's going to take me a couple minutes. I got to write 5 of these. Kawani. And Helsinki. And Auckland. Okay, we got that. The next thing we need is Helsinki. Okay. I thought, I've never heard of Helsinki before, but there are weird city names, so I went with it. The next thing we need is, let's do something normal. A noun. We need 1, 2, 3 nouns. Normal. In normal. Because there really is not much normal around here. All right. What should we do first? Should we do a shaker card first? No, we'll do a shaker card later. Let's do this first, because I have to do this, or I'll get in big trouble. I did Carthage. Okay, thanks, Agnes. I did go through some Christmas cards that had winter scenes, because Christmas cards aren't only just, Christmas designs. This one might work for that. A lot of the times you get wintry ones. This one here, if you take off the all is calm, that could be anything. This one here could pretty much be anything, although there are snowflakes. But if you take delivering holiday cheer off, that could be a January birthday card. We have this, could be anything. We have the cardinal. If you take off peace and love, the cardinal, I have 2 of them, could be anything. We have cardinals all winter here. And then there is this other cardinal card. This is a snowman, not necessarily Christmassy. Maybe that hat might be a little Christmassy. And these cute little bunnies. And that guy. And this snowflake, if you take off the happy holidays, that could be. And that kind of is Christmassy, I guess. I'll put that one aside. Todd is taking Jonah out in case you hear some noise. This here is a card that has never been sent. I love it. 2 can play at that game. He's throwing the tree away and he's throwing the toilet away. I like that. Happy New Year. So that could be some snowflakes put on there or whatever, and it could go to anybody. Okay. So let's do this card sketch. And I think this bird image is going to be my focal image here. So I did write the measurements on this. And by the way, this is for a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base. This card base is from Ohuhu. And there is a link to my Amazon storefront that has them in it. They come in this size and the 5x7, and this cardstock is super heavy, super thick. Love these card bases. All right. Oh, and by the way, this is the perfect time of year to go out and I'm just going to cut this piece off. Go out to your local businesses and ask them to save their cards for you. 3 1/4. I'm just looking here to see, kind of to eyeball. I can go to about that part of the tail. Yeah, right around where that branch is. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this end off. Actually, I'm going to cut the bottom first. And then I'm going to go with 3 1/4 this way. Oh, I thought I'd have enough width here for this, but I don't. So don't worry about that. Forget what I have done. I thought I would have enough left over for that. All right, so we have the bird cut out, which will go here. I didn't plan that out, but these are great scrap papers for something else, some other time. And then also this piece here, I'm not going to use it for this card, but that sentiment could be cut out and used for another card. All right, so we have that, and I just need a piece here, and I'll keep the background white. Nope. I have some scrap papers on my desk. That is the same. That is too bright of red. Let me see. That might be a good color. Let's see if I have a smaller piece. It's not quite. It's a little too narrow. I also have that color. I like to use scrap pieces as I find them, but I do think I need it to be a little bit wider. Nope. I think I'll go with this orange. And this piece measures 5 inches by 2 inches. Do we have enough nouns? Oh, you picked them, Angela. Never mind. Let me cut this 2 inches here, and then I will put the nouns. You are ahead of me. Boat, derby, and insect. Okay, let me put those into the story. Boat. This is funny. Boat, derby, and insect. All right, the next thing we need is an animal plural, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4 plural animals. So Agnes says to use a gray. I don't know if I have a good gray, but I really do like the way that looks. Let me see if I have a gray. We'll hold a gray up to it. If I was gray, where would I be? I'm looking for my gray/black folder that has glitter paper. This is black, but that's not glitter paper. I have all the colors, but I don't have the black. If I was gray or black, where would I be? I don't know where that one is. So we're not going to have a gray. I think we're just going to have to go with the orange because I don't know where the gray, my gray folder is. I don't see it anywhere. So we're not allowed to use gray or black. All right. I'm going to mark this at 5. Your chat closed on you. Welcome in, Sharon. There should be a button up there that you can view the chat. It's a setting on your end for the chat box. Because I have no way of, I can't close or open chat. This is a pretty simple card sketch. I wonder if I do a little bit of this black behind it. I wonder if I just use it like this. I think I will, rather than cutting a whole piece. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Alrighty. Just to give this card a little more interest. Before the stream, I cleaned this and I used Goo Gone. And it made me sneeze like crazy. And it smells so strongly of Goo Gone in here. I'm going to die. It's really strong, you guys. Don't do that, okay? Don't use a lot of Goo Gone. It doesn't work. It doesn't get all the stuff off anyway. All right, so I'll show you against a white background. I just want to do this little bit of a border. Like that. And that'll just give that, it'll make it pop, give it a little bit of visual interest, as they say. I don't know who they are. All right. I'm going to need that again. Yes, it is this. I used way too much Desilu. Ooh, it stinks in here. For a while, I was sneezing like crazy, too. I can say I'm not necessarily a fan. It's fine in very very small portions. Okay, so there. I like the way it kind of makes it look like it's popping up out a little bit. And I need to add some black, I think, over here. I did, you guys. Oh, I moved them way over here. Hold on. I'm going across the room. I did organize my what am I going to say? My bling box a little bit. I even put black on there so I remember that this is the black. And I'll go with 3 pieces because you know that's what I like to do. I will put that down in the corner there. Do I need 3 up here? Yeah, I might as well. Why not? It is kind of plain. Thank you, Connie. All right. There we go. That just adds a little bit of interest to it. I do like the way that fake border is. So if you have a piece of scrap that's not as big as your picture, it doesn't always have to measure, frame it completely. You can use a portion of it. And that is for this card sketch number 21. And I am in a swap, so it has to go to that person. I'm going to just put this in here so I don't lose that card sketch. What I did is I printed all of my card sketches, or, well, not printed, but I used them. I put them in this photo album. They fit pretty good in here. And let me put this back in here while I'm at it. And Angela picked some of those monkeys. Yay. With elephants, monkeys, centaurs, and anteaters. All right. Elephants. And yes, I have always wanted a monkey. Elephants. Monkeys, centaurs. This is going to be a tongue twister. And anteaters. I'm putting them in the same order you're giving them to me. After I used the Goo Gone, I used Mrs. Meyer's spray, I used Windex, and I used alcohol and hand sanitizer, trying to get it off. This room still smells like a Goo Gone factory in here. It's terrible. Eventually, it will go away next year. The next thing we need, let's do a place. All right, got that. Got my first card made. Let's do, how about a You have always wanted an elephant. Where would you put an elephant? I know. I know where you'd put an elephant. You would put him. You ready? Anywhere he wants to go. Because he's that big. An elephant. If an elephant came in my house, it would go anywhere it wants to go. Because what else are you going to do? He'd knock down the walls and the doors and whatever, you know. I think this black mat is not really porous, but that's a good place, Destaloo. But it's like plastic and it holds on to smell. And boy, it is gonna hold on to smell forever. This is never going away. All right, so I'm gonna do a fun. I don't know if it's gonna work out. We're gonna learn together. A fun, easy shaker card. You know, when you normally do a shaker card, you get the foam tape and a piece of acetate, and you line it all up, and you make a border and the acetate, and it takes like 2 hours to do, right? That's why you don't have one. It's true. It takes like 2 hours to do, right? And it's tedious. I'm going to show you a trick. This is a shaker card that it's going to be easy. I had this card, which is a used Christmas card, and these 3 things of sequins that were on my desk, and they go perfectly with it. So that's what gave me the idea. I thought, oh, I put this aside and I said, I have got to do a shaker card with this. But then I thought, oh, I was getting the foam tape out and all this. And I'm like, shaker cards are such a pain to make. But then I came up with this idea. This little envelope. It has the, the adhesive opening there. And it's just this clear envelope. Kind of like this same type of thing. That stuff is in one. And I held this envelope up to this card base, and look at that. It is the perfect size. So let's do it. I'm going to cut this out to be the same width as the envelope. Connie's place is a prison, a zoo, a craft room. Christina, hospital. I've spent more time at the hospital in the past few weeks. Angela, how is your bite? Oh, that's right, Christine. I forgot about your bite. I'm thinking your bite. I'm thinking like going to the dentist and getting your bite adjusted. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Not that kind of bite. Yes, you guys. All right, let me measure this. It is about 3 3/4 inches wide. It's closer to 4. Let me see. Let me measure it better here. Yeah, it's about just shy of 4. You guys, I have a song stuck in my head. I'm going to cut it there. Yeah. And this song that is in my head is driving me crazy. All right, so that is going to be the width. Let me double check, make sure it fits in. It, of course, does not. And this is just trial and error. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be as close to the width of this as I can. I know it's still not. All right, let's go a little bit more. I guess it was closer to 3 3/4. All right. There. Okay, that is a good width. And if this card did not have writing, oh, I guess it would work. You could see. I usually will take a piece of paper and hold it up to it. And you can see that it would work. And let's see, I need to cut this down to be probably 5 1/4. And I'll cut the top off. Since there is a lot of blue, I'm going to make it a little bigger than 5 1/4 because I can always make it smaller. Yep, I will make it a little smaller. I want the white to be even all the way around. That is pretty close, maybe a tiny sliver more. Yeah, that's perfect. This is a great piece to put in my scraps. I have a something planned for scraps. Someday I'll actually do it. Welcome in, Ivan. We're playing Mad Libs, and we're looking for a place if you want to put one in there. All right. And let's see here. All right. So, and we're cheating on a card. So I have this so the opening closes to the back. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this out a little bit. And I'm just going to put some of these sequins inside here. You could use sequins or glitter or gems. Anything that you have that would go in a shaker card. And like I said, I just had these on my desk. Actually, I'll put that all the way down. Try not to get them behind it. Not that that would matter, you just wouldn't be able to see them. I'll put another pinch of these in. Ivan, I hope you and your family have had a very Merry Christmas. I mean, Happy New Year. Well, and a Merry Christmas. All right. Thank you, Ivan. Tell Jeanette Toes I said Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. See, I can't even talk as well. I'm going to put a pinch of pink. Good. I'm glad to hear it was great. Excellent. We had a good one. Nice and quiet. Nothing too crazy. All right. Now I have sequins all over the desk. I don't think I want that many pink ones. But I'll use them all. Let's put them all in. This is Watch Crafteria Struggle video. Oh, there's pink ones all over the place. Well, at least it's not glitter. Oh, you can also use the little drills that you have left over if you do a diamond painting. Those work good for this too. All right. I like the sequins because they're flat. All right, Angela, if you want to pick a place, I'll put it in the Mad Lib. Okay, so let's see how that's going to look. Yeah, that is kind of how that is going to look. And they could be all random around there. I will close this on the back. If you're using glitter or something smaller, just be careful that they can't escape. You'll want to make sure you get sealed quite well. My watch says it's time to stand, but I am not standing. And then I will place this on here. So this is a cheater way to make a shaker card. Concert hall. Oh, I like the megaphone, Angela. That's great. Great. Concert hall. All right. Concert hall. Okay. The next word we need, let's do a plural noun. And I think this needs some sort of a snowflake or something on the top. Oh, I think that would be pretty. This is the snowflake trim that I got a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember, from, what is that place called? Oriental Trading. Where is my thing? Here it is. They weren't where they were supposed to be. These are mini glue dots that I get from Amazon. Oh, if you use glitter, how many different colors can you use? Like for this card, I would probably pick like a white or a silver to stand for the snow. I would pick a pink, and I would pick something, maybe the green and or the blue. Because glitter will all mix together and it will turn out muddy if you use too many different colors. I would stick to 3 or fewer and try to pick colors that kind of go with what you're doing. And I prefer to use something like sequins or the little gems you get from diamond paintings or something like that. And maybe add one color of glitter. Like if I was going to add glitter in here with these, I would probably stick to a whitish color glitter, kind of that matches that in this case, because then it would look like snow. You could use glitter. You could do something like this and make it look like a snow globe, round or something like that, and use glitter in it. But just be careful not to mix too many non-complementary colors together. But in this case, I just happened to have these on my desk and I had this card and I'm like, those colors match this card perfectly. So I think that's kind of neat. I like it. Let me get a sip of my drink. And we need a plural noun. So we have these things here. This one here really stood out to me. I don't know why. This Merry Christmas. It is so pretty. Let me see if it would fit on this backing paper. This backing paper, I don't know if you can see. It is very textured. It is really cool. Yes, it would fit on there. let's do something with that. I'm not exactly sure what to do. I was looking for a little piece of ribbon. I thought I had some silver ribbon. No, I don't see it. Okay, I'll find something. Or maybe something with gold. So I'm going to cut this piece like there. And I was thinking to put a piece of ribbon here to separate the two, but I want to keep them together kind of. And if I put a piece of ribbon on it the way it is right now, it will cover up too much of this. So I do want to give this a little bit of a trim. I'm going to cut that apart, but I'm going to make it look like it stayed together. And while I'm at it, I'm going to just cut a piece of this card. Because I just need the scrap. How wide is this? Just short of 3 inches. Okay. So let me see what ribbon I want first. I'm looking to see if I have this gold. I have gold here. I have this gold ribbon. That would be good because there's gold at the bottom. And put some tape just on the bottom edge of that and line this up. I'm lining it up with this edge here. I'm not worried about that edge because I will trim that edge. Then I will put this down. I'm going to mark the width of this ribbon just to give me a little bit of an idea. And then I'm going to put this again on that edge there, if that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to put this flat on the table and line that up there. Double check and make sure the ribbon is wide enough to cover it up completely. That will work. Before I do anything, I do want to trim this edge because it's not perfect. I purposely made that little piece a tiny bit bigger than the cutout so I could trim it down. And if you didn't get this edge perfectly even, you could trim that as well. I'm not getting my tape. All right, let's do this. Let's put it on the ribbon. There we go. This tape doesn't understand that I have a live show and that it is imperative that it works properly. All right, Angela, we have recliners. Excellent. Give that a trim. There we go. Let me put that word into the Mad Lib, and we'll pick the next word. All right. The next word we need is an animal. This time it's just a singular animal. Let's see, I hope this still fits on here. Yes, good. I didn't measure it before. So that fits on that background. Let's see how it looks on a card base. And you could put the same animals that you put in before as long as it's not one that I picked. Okay, good. I did not measure this, and I'm glad it fits. Maybe we need some glitter paper behind it. Let's see, which side is my glitter on? Because I think we need glitter paper for everything in the whole world. This is so pretty. It is foam though, so it's going to make it thick. Let me see if I have something that looks as pretty that is not foam. Although I love the way the foam looks. This is a lighter pink, but the foam is going to add a lot of thickness. I prefer to use the foam for something that is smaller. I might have darker pink. Let's see if I have a darker pink. These are more purpley. I don't think that pink, no, that's too purple. Too purple. Okay, let's go with this light pink. I think that's quite pretty. Let me see what I'm going to use as an embellishment on here. Maybe before I pick too many things. Let's see what I have in here. There are snowflakes. That's the ribbon I was thinking about. There it is. I'm like, I know I just saw this. Not a snowflake. I think a poinsettia would go. I don't know what to use in the center. These are more snowflakes. I have pink snowflakes. I have these pink sort of flower type things. I think I could do that. I have 3 of those. I'm looking through my stuff real quick to see if I have anything else. I think that's what I'll use. Oh, there's a pretty big pink snowflake too. Let's do that one. I have this guy. I also have this one. So we'll see at the end which ones I like. And I will cut this down to 4 1/8. By about 5 3/8 or so. Put a gold gem in the middle. That would be a good idea. I should have trimmed. I'm going to have to trim this edge. That is, this was in a paper pad, and it has a slightly rough edge to it. My nose is stuffed up from the stupid Goo Gone. I wonder how much Goo Gone you have to sniff to be poisoned by it. Has anybody gotten Goo Gone poisoning? I'm kidding. If you guys want to experience this with me, get a bottle of Goo Gone and open it right next to you. Rub some on your nose. And then you'll know. You'll experience. It'll be like you're right here with me. All right. So put your animals in the chat. Welcome in, Michelle M. We're doing a Mad Lib from the book you sent me last year. Or however many years ago that was. I don't know how long I've had it. I would guess it was last year. Yeah, there is. I didn't put the thumbnail up until just a few minutes ago. I totally forgot about it. I'm out of practice because we didn't have one last week because it was Christmas. Yeah, I haven't seen you guys since Christmas, so I didn't ask if everybody had a nice Christmas. I hope everybody did. We had a very quiet Christmas and a quiet New Year. Not a lot going on. All right, let's see. I could do that and those two, or I could do this one. I would have to pop out these little center pieces. All these little tiny pieces here. Let's see. I think I kind of like that one, actually. Dragon is the animal. Okay. Welcome in, Cecilia. I may have said welcome in already. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm sniffing this Goo Gone and my brain isn't working so good. All right. The next word we need is a type of food. All right. So we'll put this piece in the center portion. And these two little guys. All right. Well, this doesn't have very good glue on the back of it. So I'm getting out the Elmer's glue. These are old, probably. I think I've had these forever. I did clean the all of my fine metal tips. Yeah, this one's not sticky either. Okay. I cleaned those out. I soak them in hot soapy water. It seems to work well. I also cleaned these little guys out and used a stainless steel pin in them rather than this tip that it comes with. That's Elmer's glue in here, and this one is fabric tack in there. And this one is pretty glued on already. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let me get rid of those papers. And let's put some gold bling. And look at this, I put gold on there because the other yellow one has clear. Aren't you guys so proud of me? I cleaned. I organized a little bit. I think this darker gold is good. Put one in the center of that. There. I wonder if I should put gold in the center of the flowers. Yeah, might as well. And tiny gold. Little bitty gold in the center of the little bitty flowers. Yes, we need foods. Food in the chat. It's like a food fight. You can put more than one if you want. All right. I'm going to be one short. I'm going to have to get one off of a long piece. I like to use up my little scraps whenever possible. So there we go. Very glittery. I think that came out quite cute. Okay. Elka's putting all of her emotes in the chat. I like to see the use of the emotes. It's fun to me. And then we have the rest of these that came in the little kit. Some of these would be good to make Christmas tags with. I like the Merry and Bright. A lot of these are little. Let's see what I could do with this Merry and Bright. That is really sticking out to me. Oh, maybe something to do with this tag. That is really cute. Let me put all of this to the side. I'm going to cut out this Merry and Bright. My nose is totally stuffed up now from that Goo Gone. Ugh. Don't do it. If you are tempted to use Goo Gone on your mat right before you're going to sit in front of it for any length of time, listen to Crafty Rhea. Don't do it. I beg of you, do not use the Goo Gone, no matter how much you want to. Absolutely not. No way. I like that tag a lot, but I don't know if it will work. That is too little. The pink is too little. Angela, that's a high number. I think I could do something with this. I know, I hope it doesn't like stay in my sinuses forever. What colors do we have here? I have this bright pink. I have this. That might be good. That I think goes pretty good with it, actually. The other pink, I think the pink is too bright. I think we'll try to use this. I want to back this maybe on hot pink. Let me put this other pink away, or maybe use that. Let's see. Before I put this away. Oh, this is the right size. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm just looking to see if I have a better pink color. I don't have a lighter pink. I have all kinds of colors. I have bright green. That's no good. I have gold. Let's see how the gold looks. No. Let's see that bright pink. Maybe the bright pink. I have purple. There's no purple in here, though. Let's cut this out, and then I will decide. All right, escargot. That doesn't sound very good at all. Or escargot. All right, the next thing we need is a person in the room. You know, I have this one here that I forgot about from before. Let's do this first. This is a tape runner from Nuvo. I've had it on my desk for a while. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of this, Elmer's glue, just because this is a chunky glitter, and that's not, the Nuvo is not super strong like my other ATG. And I just want to make sure it holds very well. So tell me, guys, have you ever eaten escargot? Ugh. All right, so we have, let's see, this ribbon. Can you see it good? That's how that one looks. We have the silver ribbon. Which I can't get off of the spool. I'm going to put it on the bottom and the top. We also then have bright pink. I don't think I like the bright pink. All right. I think I'm going to go with this or this. I think I could go with, what if I did, instead of doing it on the bottom and the top, just do it on the bottom and put like this snowflake here. Or, better yet, the pink flower with a piece of bling in the center. That'll work. I have not ever eaten escargot. I am not interested in trying it. It's just not my kind of thing. So when you have an image from a card that is much smaller than your card front, you could do something like this, mat it on something, because that image is really small. You could do that with gift tags. And now, I know we mentioned going to places asking for cards and stuff. Now is the time you can also find Christmas cards, gift tags, things like that on clearance at your local stores. And you can use them to create some cards with. What is the most unusual food anyone has eaten? For me, it was probably reindeer, snake, and fiddlehead fern. What is fiddlehead fern, Destaloo? I've never heard of fiddlehead fern. Maybe we should use the pink back here too. That'll work. Let's do that. Is fiddlehead fern a type of fern? What's the most unusual food I have ever eaten? I don't eat unusual foods. I have very strict food rules. My food can't touch. My eggs have to be cooked a very, very certain way. It's hard to be the cook for me, I would imagine. Or at least that's what Todd tells me. He does the cooking. And he says I am hard to cook for. Imagine that. But I guess you could say I'm picky. I don't agree with that statement, but yeah. Things have to be a certain way. Let's see, the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. So this needs to be 4 1/8 or so. It is not straight. It is straight on this side. 4 1/8. Oh, there we go. That lines up. By 5 3/8. What is the strangest thing I have eaten? I've not eaten very many strange things. Fiddleheads are types of fern. The curly part of the leaf, I think. The ones I had were sauteed in garlic and butter. So it's like a vegetable. It's a green. I guess that would be okay. I mean, we have ferns. I've seen ferns. I've never heard of eating a fern. Does it taste like, what does it taste like? Brussels sprouts or something? And frog legs, Angela. Ugh, not me. See, I have not eaten any of those weird things at all. No frog legs, no weirdness for me. You love frog legs, Connie. You can have my share. I am not a fan. I don't know if I'm a fan. I've never eaten them. I am never going to eat them. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. I haven't seen Crafting Vicky in a long time. I've not watched her show in forever. I like her accent and the way I like the way she talks. Yeah, you can have all of my, I'm going to try this fabric tack, see if it comes out of here. All of my frog legs. No, this one here did not stay good. Boy, I worked so hard on that. Let's see if this is Elmer's glue. Yep, this one did well. Fabric tack is just too strong for us. Watch one where she showed cards, but I was making some and didn't pay close enough attention. She's the one that gave me the idea to... Do I want gold? She gave me the idea to start a YouTube channel. I have recycled Christmas cards for years and years, many years, since I was a kid. I started making them into postcards, and I would send them out when I couldn't afford to buy stamps to send regular cards. So I would just cut off the front, add some glitter and stuff, and make postcards. But then I have grown to making full-blown cards. So there we have that. Maybe I'll put bling centers in those 3. Person in the room is Christine. Okay. I will get her name in the story here in just a second. So there we have those 3 pieces of bling. I think that's kind of cute. Very pink, non-traditional Christmas colors, but I like it. I know, Michelle, you're right. It is expensive. And then if you have to mail internationally, it gets expensive really fast. Person in the room, Christine, my nose is getting stuffed up. Okay. And then the last word in the Mad Lib, we went through this one pretty fast, is color. I'll give you guys plenty of time to put colors in the chat. All right, let me put some of this away and we'll do something else. Let's see if these pieces will fit in here. Yes, they will. I'll leave this stuff out in case I use them for another card. We have these wood stars. They're kind of cool. What is this? A red bow and some snowflakes. All right, let's get out the rest of these Christmas, wintry cards. We also have this. This one here, I could do something up real quick. Let's see. Not that. Not that. I had a bunch of snowflakes. Here they are. Have some little ones. Those are too big. All right, let's go with, I think I want to do this guy up here. I like it. Do you guys remember when mauve was really popular in the 80s? In all of the decor in the home, it was mauve and seafoam green. That's what those cards are. This is mauve and seafoam green. Right? Do you guys remember that? So popular. Did you have mauve and seafoam green in your home? Oh, I should have taken these pieces out before I peeled the backing off. This is very hard. Oh, Angela, that's right. You were telling me about that chaotic video. I'm surprised it wasn't me that was making the chaotic video. Stream Elements is going to spam the chat like a crazy person. It's like, relax, Stream Elements. We're all here. You're quiet this whole time. And now you decide to put 14 messages at once in the chat. I'll put that little guy up there. Let me put another silver one somewhere. Maybe nowhere. Okay. I'm just going to leave that be. Put it back in here. Oh, Angela, you might have been a little behind there. All right, so we have that sort of made card along the way there. All right, let's see. We'll do one more card. This one, let's go with pink. Since we're doing a lot of pink, might as well stay on the pink theme. Yeah, I think that's a good size. I feel like I have 2 card bases when I pick these up. They are so thick. This is the Oh Hoo Hoo. The Bitty Petty, and yes, Angela was telling me about that. I don't know that I've ever heard of that person. All right, I'm going to cut off the Delivering Holiday Cheer. Let's see, would it fit this way? No, it's going to have to go this way, but I'm going to have to cut off part of the wheel, but I think you'll get the idea of what it is. I don't think we need the wheels necessarily. That I trimmed that one up like perfect. I should get a medal of trimming honor. Bitty Petty is very mellow. Angela, you'll have to send me the link in private chat for that. It could be a Barbie birthday card, right? And it has some snowflakes. They are very faint. But this could be a birthday card. It doesn't have to be a Christmas card. And it has that brown. So let me see. Let me see if I have some brown that looks good with it. Like this color. Oh, hold up. Look at that. I could say I planned it, but I did not. It was a happy accident. I think that brown is perfection. Okay, so this here, let's see if it's the right width. And that just happens to be, look at that, the right width. Yes, pink and brown is kind of a neat combination. I'm not going to say I'm really a fan. I am if it's used right, I guess. This I like. Like, I don't normally go out of my way to pick pink and brown. But when it comes together, sometimes I think it's pretty good. Okay. Get your colors in the chat. Pink and brown polka dots. Yes, that's a good combination, I think. Pink and brown polka dots. Well, that's the inside of the card. That is pretty cool. I didn't look at the back before I cut it apart, but it looks like it needed a lot more words anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to use it. I wonder if this was like from an advertisement or something. I don't know where I got this. Yeah, the silhouette is brown. It's not black. That's a pretty good representation of the color. It's from what my camera is showing. It's a brown. It's a brown. I could put that pink snowflake there. I could put this bow on top of those presents. That would be good. And balmy blue. Okay. And put this. Oh, I think that's going to work. All right. Let's put balmy blue. I'll finish the card and then we'll read the Mad Lib. I think that's all the words. Yeah. You know why the words went fast? Just because we did 5 cities at a time and 5 of whatever the other things were at a time. Okay. And then I got rid of all of these pink snowflakes, which are kind of weird. I don't think of pink when I think of snowflakes. But for these cards, they went quite well, I think. Is this a sticker? Let's figure this out. I don't think it is. So I will put some glue on the back. This is Elmer's glue in an art glitter glue bottle with a fine metal tip. There we go. And we'll put this down here. I'll do these little glue dots. These are mini glue dots that I got from Amazon. Very inexpensive. Not any of the fancy name brand ones. I know you can get the expensive glue dots brand, but I don't buy the expensive ones. Am I shaking? Like shaking like that? All right. Did that piece come off? Yeah. Should I be shaking, Angela? Should I be afraid? Maybe your eyeballs are. You have your tens unit on 4,000, Angela. I probably feel it all the way over here. I think I'll put a clear piece of bling in the center of that. if I can get it in the center. Well, that's why you're shaking. It's because it's on 17. All right, there we go. I think that is pretty cool. I could use... This is the Glossy Accents by Ranger. I'm going to put some on the headlight. And I will put some here on the wheels. My nose is so stuffed up. Okay. I'm just teasing you about the level of your tens unit. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see that where it is on the headlight. All right. And the color is Charisse. Oh no, balmy blue. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. We got all the words. It's this Goo Gun, except the one that I used is in a big spray bottle. Okay. Put my scissor away. Move these out of the way. I'll put these stars in here with these snowflakes. And we'll get the other cards out. I'll try not to touch that. And then we'll read the Mad Lib, the reading of the Mad Lib. We did quite a few. The pink, Merry and Bright. I might move that one out of the way, kind of. Let's see, we got these 3 pink ones. And then we have the Cheater Shaker card. And this guy for the card sketch. And then there is this one that kind of doesn't even really count as a handmade card. Yeah, I'm not ever doing it with Goo Gun again. I will clean it with a baby wipe or Windex. I don't usually ever clean it with Goo Gun, but I thought it would get some of the, like the glue stains up. No, it did not. It doesn't look any different now than it did before I cleaned it. It just stinks. And my nose is completely stuffed up. It doesn't help that I have the door closed. And then I'm in here without any circulation. All right, so we have the cards, 6 of them. You tell me which one is your favorite. We have the girl, Barbie. Merry Christmas, poinsettias, Merry and Bright. The bird, shaker card, and the toilet. All right. Are you ready for the reading of the Mad Lib? I could sing the Barbie girl song. No, I'll get a copyright strike. I better not. All right. The Mad Lib. The reading of the Mad Lib. Barbie inspired is your favorite. Cool. I knew what you meant, Agnes. Did I say rap? Oh, you did say, you said rap. I may have said wipe. I meant wipe if I said wrap. Angela and Connie like the bird. Very pretty. I like that one. That might be my favorite. Or this one. Oh, no. Okay. So the Mad Lib of the day is New Year's Bowl games. On New Year's Day, There's always a lot of football games on television. Or no, let me start over because I can't read. On New Year's Day, there are always a lot of football games. On television, they interrupt the game with commercials every few minutes. The year of the Carthage Elephants are playing the Concert Hall Monkeys in the famous Boat Bowl. I should say this year. This year, the Carthage Elephants, this is a tongue twister, are playing the Concert Hall Monkeys in the famous Boat Bowl. And the Cheyenne Centaurs are matched up against the nation's #1 team, the Kewanee Recliners. They will be playing in the Dragon Bowl. But the game that everyone is talking about is the Escargot Bowl. You get this bowl and you fill it with escargot and you throw footballs at it. Okay, everyone is talking about the Escargot Bowl. There, the Helsinki Cowboys will play the hard-hitting Auckland Anteaters, whose quarterback is a super derby Christine. Be safe out there, Christine. They will play in the fabulous Houston Astro Insect, which is a sliding roof and balmy berth, which has a sliding roof and a balmy blue AstroTurf. There we go. And I think, it's right, Christine. You're an armchair. What do they call that? An armchair quarterback? So you can be the armchair quarterback, Christine. You just tell them what to do and you've got it. What is the funniest? I didn't publish a lot of these. I didn't put a lot of them in the thing, but I'm thinking, what is the favorite one? I think I know. I'm looking for it. It's in here. From last Monday night. Do you guys agree last Monday's Mad Lib was the best of the year? I don't even have to do a vote. Should I read last Monday's? Yes, last Monday's, I think, was the best. They did come up, Christine, and I put them in order of the way that they came. The Auckland Anteaters, and what else was there? The Cheyenne Centaurs. Well, the Carthage Elephants, that sounds all right. Concert Hall Monkeys. Now, it's a concert hall full of monkeys. That would be noisy. But the Centaurs and then the other one, Auckland Anteaters, I think they came out pretty good. All right, should I read last week's? Because I think last week's was the funniest one of 2023. All right, I don't know if I can get through this. That's right, the potato. Good job, you're right. All right, last week's is going to see Santa. I'm laughing even before I read it because I know what's coming. All right. Yesterday, I took my friend Elka to see Santa Claus at the department store. She is only 100 years old, so I had to be sure to hold on to her philtrum when we crossed a cuticle trimmer. I can't do it. When we it's because I know what's coming up and I cannot stop laughing. When we got to the owl, there was a long line of saucy kids waiting to talk to Santa, who was sitting on a platform in the potato department. Here's where we lose it all, okay? I can't do it. Santa Claus is a big, fat, musty man with a mauve beard. See, we talked about mauve. With a mauve beard who dresses in bright red jockstraps. Whenever a little kid came up, Santa would sit the child on his fungus and say, "Dongle." Oh, okay. Then he would say, "Now you have been a good little ice cream." And the kid would say, "Great googly moogly." And Santa would say, "And what do you want for Christmas?" And the kid would say, "I want a chinchilla," or "I want an electric bucket," or "I want my little toy britches." Then Santa would say, "You bet." And the kid would run embarrassingly back to his or her parents. I think the funniest thing was they're in the potato department. Whenever a little kid came up, Santa would sit the child on his fungus. Oh no, Santa Claus is a big fat musty man with a mauve beard who dresses in bright red jockstraps. Whenever a little kid came up, Santa would sit the child on his fungus and say, "Dongle." I mean, this is so crazy. Maria, reading this reminds me my son's teachers telling us that they used to get him to read to the class, and they always knew when there was a funny part coming up because he would start to giggle. Yes, I would. I laugh before it comes, to the funny part. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Mad Lib and last week's Mad Lib. That was I think, the funniest one of the year. The story is just wrong. You're right, Angela. It's just wrong on so many levels. Because if you think about the fungus, just visualize something that looks like a fungus. And that's all I'm going to say. Crichton is very excited about that. He is musty because of his fungus. That's right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Your favorite is the cheater card, which is that. I like that. And next Monday, we'll be back here on YouTube for another Monday Night Live. Oh, I wanted to remind you to save your 2023 calendars as well, because we can make envelopes with those or different crafts. So save your calendars, have your friends save them for you as well, and hit up all your friends for their Christmas cards so you have a whole year's worth. If we start now, we can do like 50 or so before Christmas. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I will be on Twitch for a live show. Thursday night, I will also probably be on Twitch at around 7. And then Monday night, we'll be back here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to go to the Facebook group and put your birthday in the birthday club. Thanks again for joining me. And until the next show or the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.